Hi, everybody. This is Jeffrey at Ripe Color.
And this is Nancy Jean in the garden.
Happy March. We're here as the Daily Duo. We read on 5 energies daily. I read tarot cards and Nancy Jean reads stones in the garden. The energies that we read on are body, mind, spirit, grounding, and clarity. We both offer physical goods in the physical world. I have t-shirts and pocket squares and scarves and bags, etc., mugs. Nancy Jean has gardens and grids and eggs. All the information is below. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, press the bell for notifications. We both also offer readings. Information is below. And let's get started.
Okay, here we go. March is in like a lion, out like a lamb.
Yes, supposedly.
Well,
Okay. Very interesting. A lot of divine feminine. Okay. Should I show you that? Well, I'm going to pull them up and then I'll show you everything.
okay.
Okay, so for body, we start with the card of joy, the card of inspiration. I always feel like, these are the muses. So there's like artistic inspiration, there's inspiration to go forward, there's joy in your heart to move forward. It's also a sense of community. So maybe involving other people, new ideas, new feelings. Then for mind, the mind is very clear and very creative and ready to act. Like, okay, let's go. For spirit, I get something really interesting. So this is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a fascinating card. I think she's the most fascinating, but I don't think she's my favorite, but she's the most fascinating. So her energy is really about, she's cried her tears and now she's ready to move forward. Like she had her feelings. It's like, okay, well, I had my feelings. I'm done with my feelings. And now I have this clear vision of where I'm going. And nothing is going to get in my way. She's also, she's very verbal, very oral. She knows how to say what she needs to say in a very clear manner. For grounding, I get this wonderful card of balance and justice. And this is like divine justice. So it's almost like sometimes, when things, go a certain way, it's sort of like, well, that's not the way I saw it. It's like, it's being taken care of by a higher source, because I always get this sense of illumination here. For me, it's divine justice. And, there's a balance restored. And then for clarity, interestingly, I get the Three of Swords. So I think that the clarity with the Three of Swords is going to be, I think it really relates to the Queen of Swords. It's this understanding of the past and of a heartache and being able to like bring it into a new balance and to move forward with it in joy.
Yes.
That's what I get.
Okay, very good. Well,
Thank
for
you.
those of you who are kind of new to this, the first of the month, every month, I'm going to go over the stones that are in the garden so you can maybe relate to it a little better. This is the body. The stone itself is called fusite, and it's also called the fairy stone. And the reason I picked it was because fairy stones and that whole area is very grounding, very elemental, and very much in our body, not from somewhere else. And our body today is in water. And water means that we're being helped by grounding elements to move forward. Water is always moving forward. Earth is emerging and coming up. Fire is the burning of the past and understanding of the past. And air is thoughts and moving out away in a different way, not like water. Water's flushing things away. Thoughts are coming in. So our body is in that place where it's going to ground us into our elements. Then our mind's kind of when you read in the garden, if there's a stone that's sort of out of the pattern, you look at it. And when the mind's in restate literally means rethink. And it means that when you get a thought, think it through one more time before you move on it, because sometimes we can be blinded by the brilliance of our thought, and it's really fool's gold, you know. So think if the situation should be viewed and rethink it. Then and this stone is an orange calcite. It can be yellow calcite too. And I pick calcite because it's a common stone, but to me, the mind is a very yellow place. It's where it's your solar plexus. It's where you get things moving from. Then the next stone is spirit. And I'm actually going to read spirit and clarity together because they're both in the same space. They're both in air. And when spirit and the spirit stone is an amethyst, and this amethyst is a very dark purple. It can be everything to a very, very light purple. There's a very pretty light amethyst called a fairy stone. And the clarity is called a sodalite. And it's a very interesting stone. And it's very, very blue, and it speaks the truth. So when we have these two sitting next to each other in air, it means spirit transforms your thinking right now, and be sure that your thoughts are clear, which makes sense with your mind having to rethink things. And like Jeffrey said, the Queen of Swords kind of sticks her sword in everybody's bag of BS and makes you think about it clearly. So that works with these guys. Then our out card this time, our out point this time is in the space true. And that's a wonderful spot for your vision, your mental, your grounding stone. It means you're seeing things clearly. So when you tie all that together, it's just spend a little more time rethinking before you move forward. But really, you have all of the elements together to move forward clearly. And that's where we are on the 1st of March.
Blessings.
Blessings to everyone.